Chapter 1. We Are All Related. There was a time when trees, rocks, flyers, crawlers, and four- and two-leggeds all understood that we were of the same family. Back then, we talked to one another. We cared for one another. Most important, we lived as one family. We all lived in harmony as a family should. We shared the air, the water, and everything else that Mother Earth provided for us on Turtle Island. That time was long ago. They say that during that time, periods of cold came every year. When the cold times came, four-leggeds found ways to survive. Flyers flew to warmer places. Crawlers sought out places of shelter. It was during one of those cold times that pine came to be recognized as the only tree No, that's not right. Let me start from the beginning. Let me tell it to you as it was told to me. Chapter 2. Sparrow Falls Ill. It started with young Sparrow, who fell very ill just as the cold time approached. She knew that she would not be able to make the long journey to warmer places. She also knew that she would not likely survive the cold on her own. Sparrow had many family members and friends who loved her. Although they offered to stay behind with her, Sparrow refused. She was not willing to risk another's life for her own sake. She insisted that her family members and friends go without her. Reluctantly, they went. Chapter 3. Sparrow Seeks Shelter. Frightened, little Sparrow flew across the mountains, valleys, and plains. She searched high and low for a shelter for the cold time. Her best chance was in the forest among her aunties and uncles, the trees. After some time, Sparrow landed on the shoulder of the great oak tree. She ruffled her feathers before speaking. "Auntie, I am sick and unable to fly away with my family. Do you think you might be able to shelter me among your great leaves?" she asked respectfully. "I need very little. I would take very little." Oak was enormous. A thick coat of leaves covered her. "Oh, no, I don't think so," answered the massive oak. "I'm hard and strong, but to maintain and build my strength, I need room. I need air. My acorns thrive on light. If I were to get into the habit of allowing others to take what I need from me, I would not survive. No, I think it's best if you find another place for shelter. There are so many of us trees in this forest. Someone will be glad to help you." Disappointed, the little bird took to the air again and continued her search. Below she saw a thick blanket of spectacular leaves. It was weeping willow. Willow was thought to be the most beautiful of the trees. Even the most gentle of winds caused her strings of leaves to dance and sway above the earth. Sparrow flew down and perched on Willow's shoulder. "Excuse me, please, Auntie," murmured the gracious little bird. "I am sick and unable to fly away with my family. I was wondering if I might be able to rest with you in your magnificent foliage. It would be just this one time, I promise." The beautiful weeping willow shook lightly as she spoke. "Oh, sweet darling bird. What a difficult situation for you. I do feel terrible. However, I am known and respected for my beauty. Maintaining my beauty is a difficult thing. I have to breathe clean, fresh air. I need moisture and plenty of space. I just do not think it would be right to have you here during these cold, hard days. Sweetheart, there are so many other trees to choose from. I know you will find the right place soon." Her head hanging a little lower, Sparrow flew away. She sought out Maple next. Maple's branches were plentiful. Maple appeared to blush at the honor of being chosen. Yet she could not provide shelter for Sparrow. Maple needed to remain sweet. She could not risk any changes in her life once the cold came. Sparrow then approached Poplar. Poplar's delicate branches were adorned with leaves that shone in the sun. But Poplar needed constant water and light to grow tall. Poplar could not help. Chapter 4. Kind Old Pine. Afraid and discouraged, little Sparrow fluttered over to an old pine tree. She dropped down onto Pine's sagging shoulder. "What is the matter, little one?" asked the old pine. "I am sick," Sparrow answered weakly. "I am unable to travel with my family, and I am having trouble finding shelter from the cold." The old pine straightened and stood as tall as she could. "My leaves are little more than needles, and my branches are quite thin. But I would be very happy to have you spend these days here with me. In truth, I find these cold times long and lonely, and I would appreciate your company." That night, the grateful little sparrow rested for the first time in days. Knowing she was safe at last, she nestled peacefully in the branches of the kind old pine. And Pine gently held her new friend, doing her very best to keep the little one warm. Chapter 5. Creator's Message. That night, Creator's voice was heard across Turtle Island. "I have given every one of you the right to make your own decisions. That will never change, my children. However, it saddens me to witness unkind behavior. I witnessed such behavior recently. I watched you deny one of my children the shelter she sought and needed. That is not part of the dream I have for my family. After all, we are all related. You are all part of one family, my family. You are all my children. In my eyes, no one is more important than anyone else. You are all equal. And this is why I will forever have a special place in my heart for Pine." Today, Pine agreed to protect and shelter one of the smallest of our family, little Sparrow. While so many refuse to help Sparrow, Pine has proven to be kind and generous. These are qualities I hope to see in all my children. Tonight I would like to thank and honor Pine for her love and compassion. From this day forward, all trees but Pine will lose their leaves every year come the days of cold. Your leaves will return as the warmth returns. Pine, you will be the only tree who remains green all year long. This will be a reminder to all that you pleased me this day by caring for little Sparrow. Since that moment, Pine has maintained her needles all year long. Even during times of great cold, her needles remain thick and green. Over time, much has been lost, including our ability to talk to one another. Yet we can still fondly recall a little sparrow who fell ill and found Pine to be her only hope, her caring savior.